in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff.
Come on, baby, let's
It'll
go.
come
Kick
out
side.
to
Let's
the
go.
25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Ready, go.
They run the counter with Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's go now. 33, yellow.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Blue striker.
Mike 29.
Ready.
Bond looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Down. Yellow. 22.
Safe. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Watch safety.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Safety screen.
Cut.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find
95.
out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Set, go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's
The
go.
last run good
Red,
for
38.
2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
Green Jacks.
Force the mic.
Set.
Bond good to throw it.
Come on, no.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ready.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Let's go.
Mond out of the shotgun. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 50, green.
51. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Set, go.
Here's Mond. Give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Ready.
Mike 29. Let's go, D.
6, mega.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, pick your game up. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Down Mond. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Big pick, baby. I got you.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Check hot route. Hot.
Steal. Check steal.
He's checking.
Following the interception, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Watch that.
Hey, blue.
Check. Six guy. Check six guy.
Check Fury.
Showing A.
Kill.
Red, cycle. Hut.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the twist. Tighten up.
Check smash.
Rush in.
Zoom black.
Check three.
Under 10. He's crashing. He's checking.
Striker. Check striker.
Check.
Under crush.
Set go.
Love now.
Check 37.
36.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Let's go.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Yellow, 22.
Tight end left.
Hey.
Hut, go.
Again, it's Love.
Four down.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Smash, red. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Mond swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
10 black.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the... second quarter. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Rashawn Gary gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Single.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's second and 10.
Yellow, 43.
Strong right. 4 down. Alert.
Check 50.
Black shock. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check safety.
Steal, black.
24.
Ready, go.
Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set, ready. 52 blue, drill green.
Come off the ball hard. 51's the mic.
Ready.
Bond looks to throw on first down.
Afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Mike 51. Watch the curl.
Bond to the air on first and 10.
Check.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
red.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 20.
Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey,
Mega.
switch gears.
Hey, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We want it. Come to my
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ready, go.
On now off of play action. Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
95.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Mon to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the set.
51, Mike 51. Come on. Double tight. 3 down.
Spike, White. Let's go. Set, cut.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got his tight end. That's Smith.
That's it.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Let's go.
Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that change.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off the play fake, Mon.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Incomplete, right side to Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Blue Dan. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Spike 60. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
29 is the Mike.
From the gun, here's Mon. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
That's baby shot.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Ready.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Let's get it.
The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Ready, go.
Final play of the half. Love.
Double up. He's coming,
Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Watch out.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jackson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Packers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Watch twist.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 51. Come on, baby.
Let's go.
Back to the air. Mon. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Now this will be returned from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Mon. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play action this time with Love. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
10 black.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
Love looking to throw it. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that one gonna wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. I'm coming. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Switch.
Check, smash.
Shift.
Going back to Love.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Eluding the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring sixes, not threes. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
No.
Ready, go.
They go play action here. Mon.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So we got man. 24.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Love. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Got it.
The
Set,
Minnesota
ready.
offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike 29. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Mon looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this one goes nowhere.
Easy work.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this pass.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
25, check 25, check 25.
Play fake. Here's Love. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the shift.
Mega.
Hey, watch the shift.
Ready.
Working out of the gun.
Check 4,
Love.
check 4.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Set. Go.
Here's Mond. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Set. Hut.
After the incomplete
32.
pass here now is
Hey,
2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Hey, green.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Hey,
know.
red.
Let him know.
Hut.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Double up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Tighten down. There you go.
Set. Hut.
Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Black 40.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Go.
Now Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
I'm only gonna be able
his
to
10th touchdown of the
Ready.
season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had a little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Jam him, jam him, jam. Check 99.
Striker.
Alert 3.
Love fires out early outside. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Striker.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
He's coming. We got double up.
Ultra.
Tight dog.
Ready, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watch that in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
51. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Check.
Following the interception, Love steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some great gamesmanship here as they throw for the late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.